than they hoped to.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. So the next starting five. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant, and it's Harris in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5. Now, here's Hunter. Outside Collins. Kicks to Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Here is Harden. Right side Griffin. The 9-foot shot. Rebounded by Capella. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Now, here's Hunter. Following the miss by Griffin. Feeds it to Bogdanovich. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Harden.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. That one drops for him.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And here's Harden for 3. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way. Griffin with the steal. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. It's good.
Yeah, you know, it's all about running the right set. And right there, Harris does just that to capitalize.
Young pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. Passes it to Young. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Hunter kicks to Young. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Harden against Bogdanovich. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Bounce pass from Williams. Durant against Gallinari. Here's Herter. 6 to shoot. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Harden outside. Shot to stop the run. And the jam by Harden.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here's Herter. Williams with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Harden the pass to Durant. Back to Harden. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Griffin, no one around him. Gallinari with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Harden. Tipped away. Second chance shot. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Boy, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Dinwiddie outside. Down low, here's Jordan. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks on top. They're up by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Luwawu. Green is out there with Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. And that one hits back iron. Nets trail by 5. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Now here's Green. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the wing right side. Here's Luwawu. No good on the triple. Atlanta leading by 5.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Dinwiddie kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. The 17-footer. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Young. Fires the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Brown's got the ball. Hawks passing it around. And there's Collins on the assist by Young. And now a 9-point Hawks lead.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Brown outside. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Young outside. Outside Collins. A three-pointer off the mark. Nets trail by 7. And Green puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Trae Young.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Young, and that one, good. Young's got 5.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter, and Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And here's Harden. Clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here.
And teams have nights like this when the shots that usually drop just won't go down. That's when you have to rely on your defense, and that's the only way to stay in the game.
Young against Harden. Teardrop shot, and it's laid up and in by Young. 7 points in the game.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations. And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And there's the pass to KD. Back to Harden. Harris outside. Durant, the pass to Claxton. The kick out to Brown from past the arc. Okongwu grabs the board. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Okongwu's now got his first 2 points. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Atlanta. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5. Hey.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the point. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Harden finds KD. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. KD's got the first basket of the third quarter for Brooklyn. Williams passes to Herter. Now, here's Okongwu. Back to Williams. Count it, good. Williams has got 7.
Sliding his way inside. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
Passes it to Claxton. Here's Harden on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Brown missing. The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Herter. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
that is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And stolen by Hunter. Bogdanovich with it, and it's Harden picking him up. The kick out to Young, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. And the Nets making a change here. Luwawu's checked in. Collins looking around. This is to Capella. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. A nice shot by Young.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Harden with it. He has 6. Over in the corner, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jeff Green. He's checked in for Durant. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. From deep, Collins. Young got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. And there it is for him. Capella's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Irving finds Griffin. Rebound, Atlanta.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game. And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
On the wing, Irving. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. Up and in on the layup. Griffin's got his first basket. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Now, Okongwu kept alive. And Gallinari kicks to Okongwu. Here's Reddish. And it's off from three-point range. Nets trail by 11. Irving with a clean look. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks working the ball around. Williams outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Green passes to Luwawu. Griffin with it. Okongwu covering. It's stolen by Reddish. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Irving. To the paint. And stolen by Okongwu. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Herter. Okongwu kicks to Reddish. Pass to Okongwu. Griffin with the steal. Deflects the pass. Taken away by Williams. Down low. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Reddish's shot is good. And the Hawks lead by 15.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
And so it's Atlanta riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there. And we And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Timeout called, the Nets. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks, because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
Back to Harden. And the pass to Durant. Pulls it up. And the shot is long.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. The kick out to Young. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Irving. Sinks that one from the post. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Now, here is Young. From deep. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
But that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Harden against Young. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kicks it out to Collins. Ball's knocked loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Passes to Capella. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. 6 on the shot clock. Lob pass to Capella. Young finds Capella, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Pass to Irving. Here's Katie over Young. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Durant's shot is in the air before the defense even tracks the pass. I mean, he's 2 steps ahead of them, and that, folks, is a combination of awareness and speed.
Young, no good. And Katie's got the ball here for the Nets. It's a 16-point game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them, huge margin of victory for the Hawks.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Trae Young.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Harden surveying the D. On the wing, Harris. The three, and he's good on the three ball.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Young with no one around. Another three for Atlanta.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Durant, again, the Nets for two.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. And here's Young. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Even early. All right, David, great. Up next, it's great to be with you on a Monday. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young, and it's Capella in at the center position. Now here's Bogdanovich. Hunter kicks to Collins. From the arc. Kept alive by Atlanta. Young against Curry. Goes back up. And it's laid up and in by Young. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Young. 76ers getting the bucket. Now the pass to Collins. Outside, Bogdanovich. Young outside. Capella, the pass to Collins. Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Passes it to Curry. Over Young. Curry can't get it to go.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. They get it again.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Bogdanovich inside, guarded by Green. Simmons against Collins. Can't hit from 12. 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
And Embiid is right there.
I mean, stellar work on the offensive glass. Embiid, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
Young passes to Collins. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. 76ers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Simmons inside. He's against Williams. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Atlanta. Now here's Green. Shot clock at 6. Curry with a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Dunn with it. He dishes it to Gallinari. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got 5.
Great D. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
Dunn passes to Gallinari. To the inside. Embiid with the steal. Here's Curry. They kick it out to Green. From downtown, another 3 for Philadelphia.
Oh, man, what's impressive about Green is for his career, he's shooting well over 40% from beyond the arc. Outstanding.
Here's Hurd. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gallinari attacking. Here's Okongwu. And it's done in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
What touch on the deep ball. You can see Dunn becoming more confident in his long-range shot.
Curry looking it over. Here's Simmons. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 4, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now, here's Dunn. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Gallinari outside. Kicks to Reddish. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny.
For me, it comes with
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's done in at the point guard position. And Philadelphia has possession. Following the bucket by the Hawks. Milton the pass to Korkmaz. Back to Milton. Now here's Thibault. No points in the game yet for him. Korkmaz kicks to Thibault. And Capella sends it back.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
The Hawks trailing. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. He kicks to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Over Hill. No good. That would have tied it.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn him.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up. There weren't any switch players in the NBA until just a few years ago, but now Capella is one of several guys from Switzerland making an impact in this league.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Young after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Young passes to Capella. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Green with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and Simmons is right there. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
No, you can't let Simmons roam free on the offensive board. He's adept at burning the defense with his athleticism.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Simmons. The offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Simmons. Pass to Green. Outside, Simmons. Knocked away. Dishes it to Harris. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Williams against Simmons. Gallinari outside. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The reach of Embiid, just fantastic. Just throw it up there. I mean, he's committed to finishing the alley-oop.
Outside Williams. There's the pass to Gallinari. Left side Curry. Shoots the three. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds in this game. Herter passes to Reddish. Back to Herter. It's hauled in by Harris.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. The Hawks trail by 5. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Williams kicks to Gallinari. And he lobs it up. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Milton the pass to Thibault. Back to Milton. And stolen by Okongwu. It'll count. And no good.
And defense.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good for the 76ers. The first quarter was pretty even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the open. And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's George Hill, and it's Korkmaz at the 3, the small forward. And stolen by Williams. Here's Herter. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. It's Howard with the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gallinari.
Well, how about the mobility of Howard to drive and draw the foul? He's skilled in so many different areas.
The 76ers have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 5. Okongwu, the pass to Gallinari. Kicks it to Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And such a nimble ball handler. Williams makes quick work of getting down the lane, and he'll drive all night long if they let him.
Now, here's Milton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Howard. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 5 rebounds tonight. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Young. Feeds it to Capella. And he gets the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And all that Embiid needs really is positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, he's dunking.
Young taking his time here. Lob pass to Capella. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Young.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now here's Simmons. There's the dish to Embiid. 5 on the clock. Here's Green. He can't get it to go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Young drives in. The game now all time. Young's got 6 points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Outside, Simmons. Passes it to Curry. And Simmons kicks to Curry.
They don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Young passes to Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Here's Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And the Hakeem Olajuwon comparisons, they're somewhat legitimate. I mean, Embiid's skill set and size is something you don't see very often. Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
Now, here's Hunter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Young goes up and lays it nice and easy.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Simmons against Collins. Shot's good by Simmons. Simmons got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Bogdanovich finds Capella. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive.
Nimble moves on the drive from Bogdanovich. I mean, making it tough for the defenders to stay on him.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. Here's Herter. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Simmons slams it in.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
And here is Williams. Count that one. And the Hawks lead by 2.
What a scorer this guy is. Inside, outside, mid-range. Williams is capable of doing damage from anywhere.
It's still anybody's. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the wings, Herder and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the point guard. So that's the Hawks 5. Now, here is Gallinari. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Okongwu, no good. The 76ers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Hill with it. Williams picks him up. The Hawks leading. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. The shot by Reddish, no good. They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But that could change right here.
Thibault with the ball. Gallinari on him. Thibault finds Howard. Doesn't go that time. The Hawks shooting reasonably well, 45%. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Okongwu slams it in.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Here's Milton. That three off the mark. And stolen by Thibault. Korkmaz passes to Howard. The kick out to Hill. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And there's the feed to Howard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Well, free throwing was never a strength of Howard's game.
Bogdanovich dishes to Young. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And the 76ers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Harris. Young pass to Bogdanovich. Lets the three fly. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Embiid kicks to Harris. Curry outside. Rebound, Atlanta. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here's Simmons. Here's Harris. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Easy to see why Simmons is on the floor. He's terrific at capitalizing during important parts of the game.
Pass to Collins. Here's Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Young. To the left side wing. Collins wide open. He fires. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
I love the high activity Capella brings. Someone that really brings it on the offensive glass.
It's Curry outside. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Herter comes in for Bogdanovich. The 76ers trail by 6. On the wing, Green. Back to Simmons. On the wing, Green. The trade. Here's Embiid. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Gallinari finds Capella. Here's Herter. Over to the wing. Young outside. Back to Gallinari. Clock at 6. In the corner. Herter with it. He feeds it to Gallinari. Pass to Herter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Curry with the three. Gallinari with the rebound.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
The pass to Young. And that's going to be a travel. Here's Simmons. Good work defensively by Capella. And so the Hawks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Bogdanovich outside Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Holiday with the block.
Terrific two-way player. Drew Holiday not giving an inch, and he sends that one way back.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here is Holiday. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Antetokounmpo against Collins. The shot by Middleton, wide open, and a miss there on the triple. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Young looking around. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Middleton finds Holiday. No good from outside. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Back to Young. Shoots. Here's Hunter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Holiday.
DeAndre Hunter, over 3 years at Virginia, was a very mature player, and he left with a championship under his belt.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has a chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Here's Collins. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. The kick out to Young. Atlanta again missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Giannis throws it down.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now, here is Young. And there's the pass to Bogdanovic. Capella dishes to Bogdanovic. Back to Capella. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the dunk by Giannis.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Now, here is Young. Passes it to Bogdanovic. To the middle. Here's Capella over Lopez. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Here's Herter. Snell controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Buries it down low.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now, here's Dunn. He dishes it to Gallinari. For Atlanta, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Up and down career for Gallinari. A skill forward with size has struggled because of health.
And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Here's Portis. Back to Antetokounmpo. At the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Teague against Dunn. Down low. And Okongwu slams it in.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Teague. Plays it up and banks it in.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Done with it. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And when
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovic out there with Young. And it's Capella in at center, locking down the middle. Young up top, guarded by Holiday. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Middleton left side. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the inside, and stolen by DiVincenzo. And here they go. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Giannis. Holiday's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Capella finds Bogdanovic. And the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Giannis passes to Holiday. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Young's shot is off. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 15-4 run.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Outside Collins. Pass to Hunter. Collins kicks to Young. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. A different look for Milwaukee. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 24 seconds left now here in the second.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Dunn dishes to Okongwu.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks riding a 15-4. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points. And that'll do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer's starting the second half, we've got Teague. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the two-guard spot. Back to Portis. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Hawks trail by 15. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Quick off the floor, Chris Dunn padding that shooting percentage with a play at the rim.
Teague against Dunn. Teague drives in. Here's Portis. Okongwu grabs the board.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Showing off the power there. Holiday likes to attack and comes at it with a lot of force.
Now, here is Young. The feed to Collins. Batson coming off the assist from Young.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Giannis. Holiday trying to free himself up. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Capella goes in. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Collins kicks to Young. 6 to shoot. Back to Collins. Rebounded by the Bucks.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Down by 15. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Holiday surveying the floor. And the three off target. The Hawks trail by 13. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Stolen by Middleton. DiVincenzo with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And Holiday, here we go. And that one drops. Giannis has got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Young outside. Makes it off the glass. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Holiday with the ball. DiVincenzo. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 17.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
They get a hand on it. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. Giannis has got 22.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Here's Snell. Back to Gallinari. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Coming off the screen, you expect Gallinari to shoot. Instead, drops it to the roller. Nice play.
And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Chris Dunn. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Herter in at the 2. So that's the Hawks 5. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Tucker with the ball. Gallinari on him. Clock at 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. Portis. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Teague surveying the D. Buries it from three-point range.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Here's Snell, and he banks in the layup.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer. Gallinari with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Young, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trae Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Collins with it. Out guarded by Giannis. And now we've got the intentional foul. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Holiday against Capella. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
And here is Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, how about about using the rim to get some true hang time.
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. To the right side. Collins passes to Capella. And the layup's good off the glass.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Outside Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 10.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to DiVincenzo. And Holiday has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. The shot comes out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on that.
And finished off by Collins.
At Collins' size, it's impressive just how active he is, leading by example.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Middleton is doubled. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And Young kicks to Collins. Lob pass to Capella.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Holiday. The pass to DiVincenzo. Over Young. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so the Bucks take the win. And in the win, all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Steve. All right, David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the center. And looking at the Nets, Luwawu is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harden in at the guard position. Now here's Harden. Shot clock at 6. Here's Luwawu. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Young against Durant. And here's Collins from outside. The shot that time not on target. The Nets go the other way with it for the finish, and the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now, here's Hunter. Outside Collins. Fires the 3. Young's shot is off. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Durant, the pass to Irving, and the layup falls.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Basket, good. Young's got his second bucket of the night. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Right side, Bogdanovich. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Harden dishes to Irving. That one's not going to go. A D by Bogdanovich. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Williams kicks to Okongwu. Double team on Williams. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Poked loose. Williams with the steal. Launches the 3. They get the rebound. Pass to Herter. The feed to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now, here is Harden. Will it go? And again, no good by Brooklyn. Inside, it's deflected. Stolen by Harden. To the middle. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Gallinari surveying the D, and Okongwu slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Harden, no good. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Williams. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
How about the focus of Lou Williams? Inside, able to finish. Nice.
Here is Harden. Outside Irving. Harden against Williams. Down low. Here's Griffin. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And just the sheer power of Griffin. One of the best finishers in the league after contact.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Williams can't get it to go. Here's Irving. Durant. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, how about the persistence of KD? He knows he has the size and the reach to keep those possessions alive.
Nobody near Williams. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Joe Harris down out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Here is Harden after the made shot from John Collins. Here's Harden on the wing. 5 to shoot, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Lob pass to Capella. Unable to get that one.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
And so he hits both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Now Irving. And Jordan has it in the corner. Pass to Claxton. Over Young. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Hawks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And taken away by Brown. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Lobs it up for Jordan. Not going to go that time. The Hawks leading. Stripped away. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
To the inside, Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. James Harden, he's checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Williams, that's good.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
Harden scanning the floor. Outside, KD. Back to Harden. He feeds it to KD. Again, the Nets for 2.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Williams passes to Herter. Gallinari outside. Now the pass to Williams. It's good. And that's now 6 points for Williams.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Williams against Dinwiddie. He kicks it to Harden. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Griffin. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Atlanta. They lead by 2. And now.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Good battle going on tonight. What has been the approach?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. And the first few years of Trae Young's career have been fantastic. Hawks fans love the guy. Shaq, is he a star? And that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the center position. KD on the wing. Harris outside. Back to Durant. Out to Harris. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some.
We all know Joe Harris is a dead-eye shooter from distance who helps space the floor. What a look.
Bogdanovic inside. Guarded by Harden. Bogdanovich passes to Young. Pass to Collins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces them to get sloppy.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Dinwiddie passes to Harden. Outside Durant, lets it go with a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Here's Young. Up again, and Collins is right there.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Jordan kicks to Irving. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. The lead is 2. Herter passes to Williams. The dish to Reddish. The Hawks working the ball around. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Goes straight through the defense. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Passes to Dinwiddie. Pops it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Jordan's confidence has just grown over the course of his career. DeAndre, for much of it, averaged less than 5 points per game, especially those first couple of years. Look at him now.
Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Griffin trying to get open as Irving. Can't get it to fall.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one. And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Nets trail by 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Dinwiddie. No points in the game yet for him. Lock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Griffin's shot is off. Here's Reddish. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the...
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hawks lead by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Pass to Reddish. Gallinari outside, down low. Here's Herter. The kick out to Williams. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 3. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break over Williams. Reddish grabs the rebound. The Hawks shooting well, 50% from the floor. Left side, Williams. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And then Durant with the dunk.
There's no doubt. Kyrie Irving has proven to be more active as a defender now. He has a good feel for when to go after steals.
Williams against Harden. Here's Okongwu. Outside Williams. Stolen. Irving passes to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
The pass to Okongwu. Herter passes to Williams. Kicks it to Gallinari. Feeds it to Okongwu. Back to Gallinari. Over Irving. And it's Gallinari missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Harris is checked in for Luwawu for the Hawks. Harden outside. And Griffin slams it in.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Hunter kicks to Collins. To stop the drought. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And that one falls for Collins. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And so Collins nails both of them.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And here's Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Young looking around. And Bogdanovich kicks to Capella. Pass to Hunter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Durant in the corner. He dishes it to Jordan. Back to KD. Launches it. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Harden against Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. 1 possession game now.
Harden outside. On the wing, Irving. Passes it to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Here's Harden on the wing. The putback. It falls.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. Pass to Hunter. Back to Young. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Irving finds Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. For 3, Durant. Rebounded by Capella. Here's Collins. Can't finish the one-handed jam. The 3 from Harden. No good there. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great. Before we get...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the center position. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Oh, you got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Young with no one around. Drops in the tray. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Green, the pass to Simmons. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. And the pass to Bogdanovich. Hunter with it. Back to Bogdanovich. Capella against Embiid. And it's Capella missing. Right side Curry to the middle. Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Young looking it over. Pass to Collins. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Young. And the rejection by Embiid.
You look at his combination of reach and timing. It makes Embiid a superb shot blocker.
And yes, it's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Harris. From deep. But they recover it. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's stolen by Green. Outside Curry. Back to Green over Young. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
1:52 left in the first quarter. Young outside. And the shot goes in. Young's got 7 points in the game. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They trail by 1. The pass to Harris. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Embiid trying to break loose. And the basket by Harris.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. Curry with the steal. 58 seconds left in the first. Outside, Green. Collins against Simmons. And he makes that one.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game, and it's blocked by Simmons. Left side, Curry. Pass to Harris. Green, left side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
When Green's on the court, you can't lose him because he's just too dangerous as a shooter.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Hawks trail by 5. Done outside. Pass to Gallinari. 1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we reached the end of the first quarter. 76. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come here.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the 76ers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
You're smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Outside Hill. To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. Hunter with it. He's picked up by Hill. Hunter with it. He's against Hill. And that one's good. Hunter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Now here's Milton. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in.
Hey, he's got the full toolkit defensively now. It's Capella's specialty.
Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Hunter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And it's now only a 1-point 76ers lead. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Hill finds Howard. On the wing, Milton. Just 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derek Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Here's Hill. following the basket by Cam Reddish. Thibault kicks to Hill. And that one is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Passes it to Herter. 1:43 left to play here in the half. And there's the pass to Fernando. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now, here's Thibault. He's covered closely. Hill inside. Dunn covering. Hill, no good.
In last season, just some phenomenal shooting numbers for George Hill. Clark, you know him well from your days in Indiana.
Certainly do, and have great admiration and respect for George. He's a business-like pro. He's the epitome of what it is to be a pro. Consistent work ethic, understands himself, always looking to improve, knows his role, and has always had a calming and stabilizing influence for every team that he's played on.
Pass to Thibault. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Dunn passes to Gallinari. Here's Hurt, defended by Milton. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. Lobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
Now, here's Dunn. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the... And that's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And so in the game for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Then there's Gallinari. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Fernando in at the 5.
You look at Ben Simmons, and it's easy to compare him somewhat to LeBron James because he's a walking triple-double threat every game. And quite honestly, I think he's only going to get better, especially if he adds a jump shot.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Harris, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Young outside. Inside. No stopping him there. Jams. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Simmons kicks to Green. Outside Curry.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
No good from outside. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Young from outside. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers trail by 4. Simmons passes to Green. Curry on the wing. Down low. Here's Embiid.
Love the way Embiid knows how to play with force down low, which in turn makes the defense get physical with him.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Bogdanovich looking around. Young drives in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 4 assists now tonight. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Simmons. Softly drops in the floater. Simmons got 5 points now this quarter.
Can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit on these kinds of looks and just plays right through the contact.
Dunn passes to Herter. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Herter passes to Fernando. Embiid with the steal. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Showing off the superb handles for a 7-footer. Joel Embiid handles that thing tight.
Dunn outside. Passes it to Gallinari. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
It's Curry outside. And no good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here. Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Harris, good.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important, and right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
Dunn passes to Gallinari. There's the pass to Herter. Takes it from 10. Fernando. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Curry has it in the corner for the lead. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
You know, some players just have a shooter's mentality, and Curry's in that category. Seth has not met a shot he doesn't like, and most of them he takes he can make.
And we just finished the third. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Korkmaz. Howard is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Hill in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
On the wing, Hill. Dunn covering. Pass to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Atlanta with the rebound. Fernando's got 5 rebounds tonight. Reddish kicks to Dunn. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers trail. That's tipped. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. A shot by Reddish, no good. The 76ers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And here is Milton with the putback. Rebounded by Capella. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Young against Curry. The 3. Back to Young. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. To the inside. Young with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control. Simmons can get up for blocks.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Embiid. And that one goes long.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, I like how Capella stays 1 step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Collins against Simmons. And the rejection by Collins. To the paint. And stolen by Simmons. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And the dunk by Embiid.
Tell you what, the offensive game of Embiid, ridiculous. He can score in so many ways.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Feeds to Hunter. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
The bigger the moment, the more Harris wants the ball. Big time shot there. And he's comfortable in that role.
Now Young. Outside Bogdanovich. To the wing on the left. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Ben Simmons. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Collins. Here's Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under it.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Danny Green has been clutch throughout his career. As a matter of fact, I think he gets more fired up the higher the stakes.
Here's Young. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Dwight Howard.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Young pass to Herter. Good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I tell you what, when Simmons is taking it strong to the rack, he's looking for the contact and the foul. I love his aggressiveness.
And Simmons drops them both. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Young. Yes!
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
Curry on the wing. From outside the arc, misses the tray, and the dunk by Embiid.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
Here's Capella, and Embiid with the block. And Philadelphia calls time here. Guys, your thoughts?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
Hey, when the game is tight and snug, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to do so.
Timeout called by Nate McMillan. Guys, what's your take?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You got to love.
the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Here's Bogdanovich. Young outside. The Hawks working the ball around. Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Hunter, the pass to Bogdanovich. Misses from short range.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Holiday against Bogdanovich. Jacks up a 3. To the left wing. To the middle. Capella kicks to Bogdanovich. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Holiday. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. No good on that one, and it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Staying aggressive, stay on the attack. That's how Bogdanovich is going to earn these whistles.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Down low, and Giannis throws it down.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Now, here is Young. Here's Capella. Makes it off the glass.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Middleton outside. And Antetokounmpo inside. He's guarded by Collins.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Bogdanovich against Holiday. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young with the ball. Out guarded by Giannis. Good on the shot.
Everyone expects him from long range. Nice to see him in the mid-range get something done.
Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Atlanta with the rebound. Fast break, the Hawks. Collins is running. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Fast break, here we go. Here's Antetokounmpo. Finished off the break. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Well, that was delicate there from Giannis. I like that floater because that becomes unblockable given the massive length.
Young passes to Hunter. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, it's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
Well, sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Here is Forbes. Here's Portis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Dunn looking over the floor. Dishes it to Gallinari. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space. And that time, credit him with the assist.
Teague the pass to Forbes. There's the lob to Portis. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Herter. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Teague with the ball. Over in the corner, Portis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Milwaukee shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. He's perfect from the line this time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from... And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that you got to...
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Dunn in at the point guard position.
And Reddish out there running on the break. That's the best way to reward a teammate for that kind of defensive pressure.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Gallinari with it, out guarded by Giannis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Collins. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Here's Young. Up top, Capella. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
Holiday against Bogdanovich. Passes it to Young. Now, here's Hunter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 6. Lobbed up there for Collins. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. No doubt, Greg, you were known as being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. He hits the second from the line.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Teague with the ball, guarded by Hunter. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Knocks it loose. To the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Lock at 6. Here's Herter. Okongwu, great positioning on the putback. Okongwu's now got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Down against Teague. Inside, here's Gallinari. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
He's showing some nice body control, outstanding at keeping his composure and continuing to play at his speed is Gallinari.
Here's Forbes. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of the game. Teague on the double team. Pass to Herter. He kicks it to Reddish. Here's Herter. The pass to Reddish. To the middle. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Reddish. Okongwu's now got the lead. Back up to 2 now for Atlanta.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Here's Herter. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to break. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. And a star in his role. Clint Capella making. And that's our.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, down low. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Capella finds Collins. Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Holiday. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there. Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
DiVincenzo against Young. To the paint. Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And that's now 7 points for Clint Capella.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
Lopez passes to Middleton. Lopez kicks to Middleton. 6 to shoot. And to Antetokounmpo. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. In the corner, it's Hunter. Got a piece of it.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day, so you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Here's Middleton, and he lays it straight in. Middleton's got 5. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Young against DiVincenzo. Young looking around. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Young's got his 2nd basket.
Yeah, the top scorers in this league, like Trae Young could be, they get buckets when it's not easy to get buckets.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Three minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Here's Giannis. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the 2nd half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Gallinari outside. Stolen by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Reddish grabs the rebound. The Hawks trailing. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Down low, here's Gallinari. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in just the 2nd half. Dunn passes to Gallinari. Count it, and the foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Atlanta's shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Dunn passes to Herter. To the inside. Here's a wow, hammering it in.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herder's pass leads to an open look.
The Hawks shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Teague against Dunn. Mora, the pass to Teague. Good on the bucket.
Just a stellar job from Jeff Teague to get hit and still possess the wherewithal to finish off the play.
Teague against Dunn. Down low. With 1 on the clock, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's Atlanta leading by just 1. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5. Shot clock at 5. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Antetokounmpo.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Young against DiVincenzo. Young dishes to Hunter. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. A miss that time would have put him up.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Bogdanovich looking around. Just 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Bogdanovich being a little bit crafty there, knowing the defense was closing in on him, and drew the contact.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Bucks trail by 3. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Giannis outside. Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And Young with the basket on the assist by Collins. 6 points for Trae Young.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Chalk up 2 there.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Fast break, Milwaukee, 6 feet out. And it's good, 2 points. And it's now only a 1-point Hawks lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. Outside Collins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Capella. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep. Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. A minute 50 left in the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good, and he's got it. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Giannis left side. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Taken away by Holiday. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. Count it.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Young against DiVincenzo. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Money!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game now, looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Collins showing more and more some moves that he's getting comfortable with.
Both good from the line that time.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
Outside Holiday. There's the steal. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You got to love being on edge of your...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony...